Okay folks, what up? It's Friday night, about 8:30 p.m. Sun just went down. It's been raining on and off. We're here at Fourmile Trailhead, going into the Absaroka Mountains. We've got our packs. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna hike maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes in, quick setup camp, go to bed, hike the rest of the way to tomorrow. This is 4 Mile Trail right here. I think we just gotta go through the gate. All right, we're just starting to hike. This is 4 Mile Field Station. Looks like there's people here lighting a fire and we're hiking. Hey!
They're totally nice. That's alright. Come here. Come here. Hello.
You guys going overnight?
Yep, thanks. What's up, folks? Saturday morning. Last night was not so enjoyable. Probably should have done that a lot differently. We survived though. It's like 9. You enjoyed it?
I did.
Yeah, so we walked in maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes last night in the rain. Quick set up this tent. Laid in the tent for a little while sideways and stuff, and then once it stopped raining, we got up, twisted the tent around so it's like this, and it was actually putting down. There's the trail. So we're like probably 30 feet from the trail. We do have some coffee going. I'm gonna French press some coffee here this morning. And after we got the tent turned around to where our feet were actually downhill, it was better, but I kept just sliding downhill in the bottom of my bag and pad ended up getting wet. It's so weird. It's the middle of August. It never rains in August. And every time we've gone camping, it's rained. It's just the most annoying, weirdest thing. It's been good. It's been fun. I didn't get much video last night because we were just so concerned with getting the tent set up and everything like that. So I'm gonna finish making this coffee.
It's 9:45. We finally started rousing slowly at 9 because we didn't sleep very well last night. So we've packed up this camp pretty quickly, and I've got this delicious coffee. And
Hot coffee.
Hot coffee.
And cigarettes.
And cigarettes and a protein cookie donut, and I'm like ready to go.
And what song were you just singing?
Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo.
Why were you singing that?
Well, George Harrison is my favorite Beatle, and I love that song. My daughter and I sing it all the time. And the sun's coming out.
And also the sun is coming out.
Yep.
Barely, but it's starting to come out. We almost got the tent packed up. There's our 2 packs. We're about to hit the road.
Trail. We're gonna hit the trail.
Hit the trail. All right, so we just got done packing up. We just took a couple pictures of us. We're totally packed up. Here's our old campsite in the daylight. Pretty good. We have got about, 8 miles to go to the lake, maybe 7 3/4 because we did a 1/4 mile last night. And what time is it?
It is 10 o'clock on the dot.
10 o'clock on the dot, leaving for Silver Lake in the Absarokas. 8 miles. You've got your cookie, you got your apple. We got coffee in us. And we're ready to roll. And it's a beautiful day.
This is a nice day.
All right, let's do it. You want to lead the way or do you want me to?
I will.
Oh, and a bunch of these cool berries. Look at these cool berries. I'm not sure what they are. This is the right way. It says 4 Mile Trail, number 22 straight. Meet rack. Trail number 23 left. We need to go this way. Holy cow. This ain't easy, folks. This is not easy. All right, folks, check out that little creek and I'll tell you about. This is our first water pumping stop. We've been hiking for probably a good hour and a half. We'd polished off our water. I read that there's not a ton of water sources on this hike. So we went ahead and filled up our 3 water bottles. We're sort of like really nervous about whether we're on the right trail because according to the map, we're supposed to be going up to Silver Lake and we've now been hiking down for about half hour. I don't know, I think it's just our map is a map of the entire wilderness and so it's not zoomed in enough. We don't have any 7.5 minute topos to really zoom in to really be able to tell. So we could go down for a half hour and it might not even reflect on our map because I think our map is, the topo lines are maybe 200 feet in elevation or something. And so there is a section sort of where we go down, but I just don't know if we've done enough. So, and there's no other trail. There was a Y back there where we took one sort of particular direction. There was a Y in the trail. You can see, like, essentially, you can see the canyon is down this way, and you can see sort of it's uphill from here, and the river's running that way. And according to the map, the mountain should be on our right side instead of our left. And so I don't know. That's the quick little vlog, though. Figured I'd give you guys a nice little update. That's it. All right, so we just stopped and had a little bit of lunch, some cookies and energy bars or whatever. Protein cookies. Turns out we have been going the wrong way. We hiked about a mile in the wrong direction downhill, so probably went 2 miles out of the way, I think. And so now we're backtracking. It's about 12:30. We're still not back to where we lost the Silver Lake Trail. It is what it is. I'm absolutely dying. I'm struggling here. I've been breathing really hard. Sugar and Tangerines is in better shape than I am, apparently, which is good for her, bad for me. We finally got back onto the main trail. It was so interesting. As soon as we got back to the trail and took the right trail and figured out where we're going, the vibe totally changed. All of a sudden, it totally felt like we were going deeper into the wilderness. It felt like we were on the right path.
The other trail was not on the map, and
Right.
I had a feeling, but David checked the map and we couldn't find the other trail, so we thought it must be the one.
Right.
So
So
advice about maps.
so the maps don't have all the trails, apparently.
Or just, what was
But-
your other advice about maps so you could see better?
Oh, if you really need the 7.5 minute topo maps, not some just like wilderness wide sort of trail map. You really need the closer maps. But that said, I also figured that if it was the wrong way, we'd figure out pretty quickly, and we figured out after about what, maybe 45 minutes of hiking, or an hour.
An hour.
An hour. We left like the turn at like 10:30, and then we got back at like 10 to 1. So it was like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was a warm-up.
So it was
For
like
the
little
real
2 hour
deal.
and 20 minutes. Yeah, it's like, it's not like we're trying to go 8 miles on our first attempt of the summer after like not really doing this or working out or anything. We're not trying to do 8 miles so for the first time. So it's easy to do like a 3 mile, 4 mile, just sort of detour.
Yeah.
Instead of 8 miles in, it's gonna be closer to 11 or 12.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So it's already like pretty late.
It is.
But even though we're here, we're late, we found water. I did read that there's not a ton of water sources, so we figured we'd stop and get water. And Sugar and Tangerines thought it'd be a good idea to have some coffee, which I agreed with. So I made her coffee right here on the trail.
The stove is just for the coffee, by the way.
The stove is also for dinner. But yeah, so we boiled up some water. It took probably 3 or 4 minutes to boil the water right here on the trail. Using that, and we've got the little French press. A little backpacking French press makes about 3 or 4 cups of coffee, so that's what we're gonna do right now. And we're gonna then get some more water out of this creek, so then we'll have all 3 of our water bottles full, and we'll be good. All right, so we're walking along. We saw these plants right here. Sugar and Tangerines noticed that berry. We're wondering what kind of, if it was a
Still
huckleberry.
wondering.
I don't know enough about huckleberries.
Well, here's a dried one. I don't know that much either. We also got to eat some fresh raspberries.
Oh yeah.
That's a dried one.
Oh yeah, wait, I didn't bust out the camera for the raspberries?
No, I picked us 2 red raspberries, so we got to salute. I can see some over there.
Yeah, so we ate wild raspberries,
Yeah.
which were delicious. They were super flavorful, and you could definitely tell there was a lot of nutrients in them.
Here's another raspberry.
Oh yeah, more raspberries, cool. Those leaves might be the biggest leaves in the forest, frankly. Is that what I was noticing earlier was raspberry leaves? It was?
No. Well, maybe you were.
I thought-
Actually,
yeah.
you were.
What'd you pick?
I picked you a flower.
Oh, cute. So I was just commenting that at the Silver Lake, there's apparently a couple of campsites that are 5-star campsites, which Not official campsites or anything, just where everybody camps, and apparently are really sweet campsites, so kind of stoked about that. This trail has been super chill and easy. Supposedly like this gradual upgrade for the first 4 or 5 miles, and then real steep the last 2, which I'm not excited about, not looking forward to. But right now I'm just enjoying this. Look at this. I mean, look at the trail. Freaking looks awesome. Oh yeah, and I read that there weren't a ton of water sources, but we've probably crossed, what, 10 creeks? Oh. Yeah, we cross creeks all the time. Look at this, more creeks. Ugh. Water sources everywhere. We've already pumped water twice. About 3 liters each time, right? That little water pump is pretty awesome though. Lots of Douglas firs in here. Lots of lodgepole pines. These are some lodgepoles right here coming up. These are all Doug firs and maybe a spruce there. Yeah, look at these lodgepoles. Holy cow. That's why they call them a lodgepole, baby. Look at that. What are you picking?
I think these are huckleberries.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did you eat one?
No, I'm pretty sure they are though, and I can smell them.
That's awesome.
So good.
That's awesome, babe. Wild huckleberries.
This is the best one.
Do you want me to eat it?
I do want you to eat it.
Okay, here, get me on.
This is a big treat.
Get me on video.
Here's a wild huckleberry for you.
So yeah, this is a wild huckleberry that Sugar and Tangerines picked for lecture fan. I'm gonna eat it. Oh my gosh.
It was
Oh
the
my
ripest
gosh,
one.
that's so good.
Yeah.
100% huckleberry. Oh gosh, that's good.
I've gone looking for huckleberries but never found them.
Really?
They're very hard to find.
They are rare, and I think in August, mid-August, is like one of the few times when you can actually get them. This is like mid-August, it's like right now.
Like it. And
Yeah, those are so good.
I know.
That's so exciting. Yeah, so this is all huckleberry right here, but there's just not a lot of berries.
They are hard to find, always. This is the only time I've ever found huckleberries in my whole life.
That's amazing. And yet in Montana, they're like the most popular thing ever. Everybody,
They get them. They must grow them.
they have to. Because it's like a Montana thing, huckleberries, and you're...
Oh, yeah, big ones.
Oh, there's some.
All right, I'll get them. Oh, yay. These are good ones. In the sun here. I think we're just hitting like the beginning of harvest.
Right? There's only a couple that are actually ripe. Yeah.
Collecting as many as I can.
That's awesome. We'll see how many you can get. More water. This would actually be difficult to use. More water. We saw some deer tracks. All right, so I was just came up from this direction. We're headed this direction. I just think that looks cool as heck with all these huge mature Doug firs and lodgepole pines all around.
And we're also walking through meadows.
And we're walking through meadows. Yeah, there's kind of a little meadow up there. You can kind of see it's absolutely gorgeous. And I was just thinking, we're so lucky to have all of this land here that we can use. And like, we haven't seen anybody yet.
No.
We haven't seen a single person. Still just hiking through all this deadfall wilderness areas. No dead tree removal allowed. We're so incredibly blessed to just have all this land out here to enjoy. Public land. Was it Thomas Jefferson that was all about public land?
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson was the one that wrote in the Declaration of Independence. that all people should be able to enjoy public lands.
Oh yeah, because in England, if you had to be rich in order to hunt.
And he didn't want America to have private gardens and parks. So
Right. Yeah, that's interesting because it's sort of a left-wing idea, but
it started with him, and then Lincoln, who was a Republican, is the one who passed the national park thing, and that's when
that's Yosemite.
became our first park. Oh, that was Yosemite. Maybe Grant was the president when Yellowstone Park.
Or maybe Yosemite wasn't a national park at first,
It wasn't. It was
but they
a
just
state park.
but they did protect it at the federal level.
Yeah.
For somehow, but then you're right, I think Yellowstone was the first official. I don't understand why people make such a big deal out of the national parks when wilderness areas are essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
Like this is no different, it's still totally protected. Good
Can you
old,
imagine that? I mean, California was a state at the time, but our country was not very well developed in the West. And Montana was just a territory. But yet, that kind of progressive thing was going on already.
Wait, what year did Yellowstone become a park?
1909.
Okay, Montana was a state, and Montana became a state in like 1888, I thought.
Yeah, but the land was designated first.
Oh.
It was Roosevelt who opened the gates of the park.
Woohoo! I was just saying, we made it. I can see the trailhead sign right up here. And there's some water here, and it looks like we might be able to find the flat ground. Check it out, baby, check it out. We made it. Trail Creek Trail 232, Fourmile Creek Trail number 22. And look at that, look at how beautiful the river is. And there's totally some flat spots to camp.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there are. Look at right there. Wow.
Woohoo, babe, we made it.
Yay, we're here. Wow.
Thanks for coming with. Congrats, we made it.
This is awesome.
This is freaking beautiful. Look at this. Look at that water there.
So cool. So clear.
Yeah, and I think we can camp. We could camp like right here. See if there's a spot up here maybe. Looks like there might be a campsite over here. Yeah, I think this is where it's at. What do you think?
So appealing hot compared to yesterday.
Doesn't it though?
Yeah.
Looks really nice.
Perfect.
And there's these things to sit on right here.
Yeah, we got our own chair.
Heck yeah, babe. We found our campsite.
We did it. This was a big accomplishment.
Oh my gosh, for both of us.
Yeah.
Especially after I screwed up and picked the wrong trail this morning and then didn't go back, and so we'll bust out the map and I'll show you where we're at eventually. And we put a lot of extra miles on, and so we're not gonna make it all the way to Silver Lake, but we did make it to this 4-mile creek. It's a beautiful creek. We're gonna camp right here on the creek. We can hear the creek running.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
This spot. Number one. This place to number one. This is the one and only camping site here. If I see anyone, I'm gonna redirect them.
To not right here.
Yeah.
This looks so appealing compared to yesterday.
This is like plum compared to yesterday.
It is totally plum. I just think the creek is really cool looking too.
Yeah, this is a really cool spot. There's like meadows close by and like
Totally. Old growth forest.
yeah.
Huge lodgepole pines right here.
There's a big rock we can sit on.
Big rock over there, yeah. Well, so my sleeping bag and pad got a little bit wet last night, so I think I'm gonna pull mine out and air it out and stuff. So
I think I'm gonna air mine.
get my tent set up too, might as well. So, peace. Well, look at you. You were just laying down on that, huh?
Was just chilling.
How was that?
It's amazing.
Yeah, and then I made some coffee. There's all the stuff you need. And I also set up the tent. I got our rain fly out drying. I've got my sleeping pad out drying. I've got my sleeping bag out drying. I've got my pillowcase and sleeping bag case out drying. I've got my other shirt out drying. just sitting here on this rock, here in the heart of the Absaroka-Beartooth wilderness. Haven't seen a single person yet, not one. And so yeah, and this is a really cool little camp site. This must be probably, I would say this is a 3-star, 4-star, maybe a 4-star campsite. And then in order to get 5-star, you have to be by the lake. So we'll get out to Silver Lake one of these times. I think you need 2 days of hiking to get to Silver Lake, frankly. It's too much to do in one day. Even if we hadn't gone way off. I might take off these jeans, hang them up to dry, put on some shorts, and all right, I'm signing off. Anything more to say?
No, this was a great adventure day. We
Oh yeah.
We woke up in the wilderness and we haven't seen people since yesterday. We're unplugged.
We are unplugged. Yep, out in the wilderness.
We don't even, like, we have to get water. Yeah,
Right. We have to pump our own water. What time is it?
it is 3:30.
3:30.
I'm resting about 20 minutes.
It's because we got here at 3.
Yeah, at 2:45, I think I thought the world was coming to an end.
Did you?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I was very, very tired and I wasn't quite sure. So, and then we got here really quickly. And then I realized this was like the stopping point so that we could do the alternate route. So, yeah, that was a whole...
You felt good about that, or
yeah.
what?
Yeah, so
I
we
bet.
got to cross over.
Yeah.
We were at a destination.
No, but yeah, so we hiked hard from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So a good solid 5 hours.
Yeah, 5 hours.
I think we went 5 to 6 miles.
Yeah, we just...
Maybe 7.
Eat energy bars and
Yeah.
move on. So,
Right.
yeah. Even this morning I was thinking, well, if we hiked to the top, even if we did a mile an hour, we'd get there at whatever time. But every time you take your pack off, it's 20 minutes to
Right.
get your stuff out and get
Right.
back in.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you think it's really easy to just stop and eat something, but it takes a lot longer than you think.
True. I agree. How's that coffee?
This is the best coffee, and I have some of my huckleberries in here since I found out.
Oh, can you taste the huckleberries?
So good, yeah, they like float to the top. So I'm having huckleberry coffee, which people pay good money for.
Right.
I've got the real thing.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
this is real mountain mud.
Look at this huge lodge pole. You can see why they call it a lodge pole. It's like straight up, and then at the very, very top you have the crown with branches and needles. All right, check it out. I took off my hiking boots, took off my jeans, which are muddy, wet mess, took off my socks. I'm in bare feet. I got dry clothes though. I've got shorts and a hoodie. We're gonna go just walk down by the creek and hang out down there, just in our bare feet. So we'll see how this goes.
This is actually kind of really just cool to be camping so far from everyone.
Yeah, because we're miles and miles even from the road.
From the road, yeah.
And we haven't seen anybody, and we're just out here.
This is the first time we've camped miles from nowhere.
Right.
It's nice to be miles
That's
from
really
nowhere.
cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What were we gonna do right now?
We're gonna go by the creek, drink our coffee. We're all cozy.
Yeah,
It
I forgot
dropped-
to mention the coffee. That's
yeah,
right.
It dropped in temperature to probably 55 degrees.
Yeah, it did drop. It's chilly. We're gonna let our stuff dry out, and then once we're done down here, we can throw our pads and stuff in the tent, and hopefully we'll be okay. It actually hasn't been that bad walking in our bare feet, frankly, down here.
This is better than a saltwater beach. This is a real beach.
It totally is. Yeah. Cheers. Ow, ow, ow. All of a sudden, there's rocks.
You're in your
I think
your office job hands and feet here.
I know. It's painful. One thing that I was just thinking about walking around in your bare feet out here is like, you wouldn't want to do this necessarily in a lot of parts of Asia or Africa or even Central America or the Amazon, Just because
Yeah.
there's a lot more
There's
bugs and
there's
parasites and
fungus,
stuff.
too.
and,
There's fungus.
like
and
out here, there's really not any diseases
nothing
or
can grow this high
worms
in
or
altitude.
yeah, there's
And
hardly
we're
any
at
life.
the top of the water source, so there's not different molds and fungus and things that have gotten here. That's a good thing to think about.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Right, and even our moss is pretty dry and barren.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
Yeah, that moss looks really interesting on there.
It must be special to high altitude and freshwater.
All right, so I was just about to, this is what we're eating. We've got spaghetti with meat sauce, Santa Fe rice and beans with chicken, bolognese style pasta with beef. So these are like backpackers pantry. Single meals, all you do is add water, boiling water into the bag and eat it out of the bag. They're super simple. Hopefully they'll be good. We'll give you the review. Just wanted to show you. We're gonna boil some water right there.
Oh my goodness, this looks good.
Yeah,
Smells good. I tasted
good.
it a little bit when I was just drinking.
Did you?
It. Yeah, but it's really
Nice.
It's really quite good.
Yeah, so we went and pumped 3 liters of water. So we now have 3 liters of water. We threw everything inside the tent except my stove, which, whatever. I think it'll be okay. And pot. And so now we're cozying the tent. We got our food, we got our backpackers country, we got water. We're protected from the rain now.
My glasses are fogging up.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah. That's the update. What up? It's almost 7 a.m. We've been in here, what?
14 hours.
14 hours. We were so tired, and then it started raining and we got in here. Once it stopped, we didn't go back out. Alright, I just made us some boiling water, threw it in the hot coffee. Sugar and tangerines is still in the tent, cleaning up. We're not too far from being packed up and on the trail, and it's just past 7. I think we'll be able to rush out of here in 2 hours, because we spent over 2 hours on our side trek yesterday and still made it up here in 5, and it was uphill. All right, so this right here, this is the Boulder River and the Boulder Road. That's Hell's Canyon Campground. This is Fourmile Trailhead. That's where we started, right there. Fourmile Trailhead. We came up here 0.8. This is Meat Rack Trail. We did not go on Meat Rack Trail. We came up here 0.8 miles and then 2.5 miles to right here junction with 231. That's where we are. 3.3 miles in. But once we got like right here, we took like a 2 mile this way and a 2 mile back detour because we chose the wrong trail. So that was about 4 miles. This was 3.3. So I think we did about 7.3 miles yesterday right here. And today it's gonna be a quick 3.3 out. That's why I think we can get out of here real quick. So there it is, 4 Mile Trailhead, 4 Mile Trail. This is Fourmile Creek. And this is junction with Trail 231 is right where we're at. So anyway, so 8 a.m. Took us about a half hour to get packed up and ready to roll. Took some pictures by 4 Mile Creek and now we're out of here. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell on the video whether you can see all that mist and fog and the sun and everything, but it looks beautiful. Like when we got up this morning and got out of our sleeping bags, we were kind of chilled. And then we made hot coffee, which was nice. So we got 3.3 miles to go today in a gradual downhill. We started at 8. Hike will be by the truck by 9:30. 10 is my guess, we'll see. We'll keep you posted. Here we are in the heart of the Absarokas.
How far are we from like anywhere? How far are we from over? 4 miles?
About, well, 3.3 miles from the road.
Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. There's something special about the mornings in the mountains. Yeah, I think it's like so good because like you'll go back and you'll have such an appreciation for like the comforts you have at home. Yeah, and like I'm really hoping we don't see anybody again, so then we'll have gone 3 days without seeing anybody. Like it's just cool that places like this exist where you can still go and not see anybody, because like so many of the places like hiking around Red Lodge, for example, like Mystic Lake or whatever. Yeah, cool, beautiful hike, blah, blah, blah.
Right, but you see that.
But you're gonna see a lot of people. Oh, is that a raspberry? Cool. Check it out. We were having a little debate about where this is. Did we make coffee at this stream?
I think it might have been more narrow.
Right there. I think it was more narrow too.
It was more narrow because I remember it being easy to watch across.
Well, we're just stopped here anyways. I think I'm gonna pump some water because we're pretty much out of water and I'm thirsty. And I had to change my battery because the battery ran out, so that's what we're doing. I'm glad that we camped in the woods Friday night. So we did a genuine like 2-nighter. So yeah, we hiked Friday, we hiked Saturday, we hiked Sunday. This is a 3-day, 2-night. And just be like, oh my gosh, it was awesome. We backpacked so far back into the wilderness. We did 7 miles the first day. It was awesome. We camped in the wilderness 2 nights in a row. It was so cool. Like I'm gonna keep doing this all the time. Like I'm gonna end up, I guarantee you, I end up doing every single 10,000 peak in the. Wow. So we made it to the meat rack trail thing, which means we totally didn't even see that trail off to the side.
No, we didn't.
So we've already gone 2.8 miles. What time is it?
Wow. And it is 9:30.
It's 9:30 and we've gone 2.8 miles. We have 0.8 miles to go more. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Called it.
Yeah.
What did I say? 10 a.m. we'd be there?
We'd do the car by 10.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
We do the car by 10. So we missed our wrong turn, which probably was back there, what? Half a mile? I must have been close when I said, I feel like it's around here somewhere. Yeah, my feet are just absolutely soaking wet. Yeah, so are mine. It's like a sponge. Socks are like a wet sponge. It's a totally different experience coming down. I don't remember this part of the forest. It's like pretty unique.
It is.
It's pretty cool. Trying to look for where we camped.
You know, I don't remember any of this right here.
I don't either. This all looks new. Okay, we're back here. We're maybe a couple 100 yards from the truck, and I just wanted to tell Sugar and Tangerines, thank you so much for coming. I love you so much. This was awesome.
This was awesome. Thank you. I love you too. Yay, we did it.
We did it.
Yeah, we did hike into the wilderness.
All right, so we're down here. We're down at this is the Fourmile Creek Trail Ranger Station. I got the hiccups. 10 o'clock. We left at 8 a.m. and so we did about 3.3 miles in 2 hours, which is what I about predicted. So it's nice to be down here 10 a.m. Still have some day left here. We got up here when it was dark Friday night and rainy. Hiked into the wilderness. We did 2 nights in the wilderness, so it was awesome. But I didn't get any drone flights yet. So I'm gonna get some aerial video now, and that'll be pretty much the end of the vlog.
Whenever I'm with you, I am alright. There's something about the way you make me feel inside. I'm counting down the days till we fly away, heading to the sun, only you and me. Don't wanna waste another day being stuck here in this place. No, wanna hold your hand in mine, watch the sunset in your eyes. Baby, I want us to act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical.